in with another daily Bitcoin DCA because USD just ain't the way. It's October 13th, 2025. We are sitting at block height 918,949. One Bitcoin will run you about 114,564 dollars, and $1 will get you 873 sats. 2.2 trillion market cap, still gonna only ever be a supply of 21 million. We currently have 19.9 million of that 21 million out in circulation right now. Network fees are low. Great time to consolidate those UTXOs. Hash rate is still high. Average block time is still 10 minutes. So the network and the network security are both looking good. 24,000 reachable nodes. Everything is running smooth. And price is doing what it does. As far as our Z-score, we started to rise up a little bit. And then we hit a little wall. We came back down. So right now, let's see where we at here. We're at about a 2.15 on the Z-score. And then if we take a look at the floor, slowly climbing up, 53,798, slowly heading towards that 54,000 mark. If we take a look over at the technicals on the weekly chart, RSI coming down a little bit, 55. As you can see, that 20 EMA, that green line, is kind of acting as a magnet. You know, we're not getting too far above it before it slowly comes back down towards it. So we'll see if we head back towards the 20 EMA and bounce again, or do we continue to go lower, or do we just shoot up? So you see, we'll have these weeks where we'll be on the go, and then we'll consolidate for about a couple months. And then we'll have a nice little run, consolidate for a couple months, a little dip, consolidate for a couple months. So we're about that time, you know, for it to make a decision on what does price want to do. If we look at BITI, the inverse, we are at 41 on the RSI. If we take a look at the charts, and it's going to be a little empty, skipped out a few days, was traveling around doing my thing, so there are going to be some blocks, needed a few days, but hey, we pick right back up where we left off. I try to get some buys. I try to keep the BITI buys going, and Bitcoin, I missed a couple days. I wasn't able to get some purchases, so I might just need to set up auto purchases to make everything smooth numbers wise, because I missed some pretty good entries right here. And you know, and that just goes to show kind of the importance, because we had dipped down to like 110, 111, and I missed out on those days. But anyways, we still continue to ball. So I made up for those days missed. So this was almost a $4 purchase, and you see that fee be hitting every time, but this was the execution price. Was able to pick up 343 sats. Let's see, or no, way more than that. 3,430 sats. And let's see, if we go to the account value, so I caught the account up to match for the days and the amount contributed. So the account is down a little bit, and you can see the average cost. I also added this onto the spreadsheet so I can see that as well. I'm just like looking at it all visually. Here's the BITI since the market was closed over the weekend. Was able to get those $3 buys in like I do every other Monday. And the BITI account is back in the positive, and we can see the flip, you know, as Bitcoin runs, BITI takes a pullback, and then as Bitcoin pulls back, BITI kind of runs up, kind of balances everything out. But like I said, once we hit that Z-score of 0, everything that's accumulated over here is just being transferred over into Bitcoin. So we'll just kind of see how that plays out and how it will hold up versus just putting it, in either the S&P or even just getting some baby yield with USDC. But we just know for sure we're getting that guaranteed 3 to 4%, which ain't even keeping up with inflation. These few days didn't put them in, but I was able to get this buy in. And so here's the total accumulation to catch up. This account is down overall compared to the amount contributed. 34 days doing this. The highest buy price during this time period was 124,000. Lowest price is still 109,000. I added the average cost in now. So my average cost overall versus today's buys, we can see down a little bit. So Z-score, 52-week RSI, and 52-week moving average slowly, or 200 weekly moving average, weekly RSI, and Z-score moving along. Still haven't cracked the highest RSI or the lowest RSI during this trial. And then we see the floor is just slowly creeping up, almost headed into 54,000. And then if we take a look over at BITI, the red indicates weekends, so it's close. So I made the $3 buy today. And then, like I said, it's the same. It's pretty much so far same. One, they just keep rotating between each other. But as you can see, in 34 days, a price range of about 109,000 to about 124, 125,000. So pretty good swing, $15,000-$16,000 swings now in a little over a month of doing this. So price can go, for everyone that's been around Bitcoin and been following the price for quite a while now, that there can be major run-ups and there could be major pullbacks, but at the end of the day, the ladder continues to get climbed and the floor continues to go higher. So that's all I got. I'll catch you guys again tomorrow.